Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chaos Island. I mentioned in the last video that which you haven't watched, go watch. It's a significant announcement, so go watch that. It'll be a card. But I mentioned that one of the segments I think I'm going to do recurringly is keeping on that month of streams that is in that video, that is mentioned in that video. And I'm going to keep you up to date with my Tomodachi Island. That's a couple months old by this point, and yeah, so this video is just going to be introducing you to everyone that I have at the moment and seeing what they have to do. Shall we get started? Oh, we start with, as we tend to do in Tomodachi Life, my look-alike. I don't know what's with the fairs either. And apparently they want to play games, so we'll do that. It's old maid. I think it's old maid. That's what this is, right? Cool. I won. Fuck you, me.
I got something for you.
Sweet, an NES. I just gave myself an NES. That's weird. Yes, as you can see, I am best friends with Jesus, and
I think Mokoto likes me. What do you think?
go for it.
Okay.
Sure. This is a real good time to do this on fucking camera. It's a spoiler for later, I guess.
Don't you understand? I love you.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. That's a real good start to the video, isn't it? It didn't go well.
I didn't say I liked them that much anyway.
It didn't go well. Did not go well. Good start to the video. Let's move on.
Well, it's been so long.
Well, apparently I haven't talked to Georgia in this game for a while. Georgia also seems to be a problem. Also, Georgia, currently going out with Jesus.
I don't want to fight with them anymore.
Alright, yeah. So yesterday, Georgia and Dan were in a fight. Dan tried to make up, but Georgia said no. But I guess now George is okay with. There's a lot going on in these first two rooms.
I'm sorry too. Can we make up? Sure.
Well, that went well. At least not everything's going terribly today. There's Georgia's here with her hoodie she's had the entire time and this weird hat.
Here, have this as a reward.
Also, I feel like now's a good time to mention the yoga manuals. You'll see a lot of those. I kind of started a cult. So yes, next we have James, who special someone is one of my D&D characters. Who I wrote to be very gay, but this is Tomodachi Life, so I guess she gets to date James. No, there's nothing weird about James being in a sailor suit. What are you talking about? You kind of saw him already, but Dan, my co-commentator, Mr. Radox, or AKA Dan, is here, who is married to Raven and apparently best friends with Lee. Don't know when that happened, but that's a thing now. What does Dan have something to say? You're not wrong. That's Dan. It's Dan. So I know I've been just going straight to the rooms for everyone so far, but I do have a couple married couples. As you saw, one of them is Dan and Raven. The other one is one of my original characters, Katie and Tiny Face. Um, we I think, but so yeah, that's what the house looks like. All the houses are the same. Let's actually call Katie so we can actually do this properly.
We finally meet again. ChAoS's lookalike.
Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. Yes, as I said, married to Tiny Face. It's very plucky, I guess.
I hope that all the people on this island are getting along well with each other.
So do I, but people keep getting into fights, so I don't know how well that's going. Well, Luna has people round. I'm still gonna go in.
It's been a while. Where have you been?
It does that if you don't see everyone, and I don't. I only see people. I only bother to go look at people that have problems a lot of the time. Maybe I will just do that if we're doing it regularly. Yeah, Luna is one of my current D&D characters. She's a paladin. Um,
I noticed that Santa's sock had a hole in it.
what were you doing to look at Santa's sock? Also, why does that sound really wrong now I've said it out loud? Tinyface wants you to love him, even though he is married. And apparently best friends with Shinji Hirako. When the fuck did this happen? Anyway. Uh, also, Tinyface has a problem. That's not really a problem, but sure. I, I feel like a lot of the tower isn't a very good date spot. Um, I get the cafe, sure. Cool. Good. Hey, look, someone leveled up. Don't know how many times that's gonna happen. What weird thing should we give the tiny man now? Let's give Tiny Face a treadmill, sure. Here. Wait, he doesn't have a yoga mat. He doesn't have a yoga kit. He's not in the cult yet, I guess. I guess. Sure. This is Big Face. I guess canonically, I want to say cousin to Tiny Face. They also are apparently best friends with Raven. Sure, you got it. This is what this game is. If you haven't seen Tomodachi Life for some reason. You know what? No, I want to do an eyeliner photo, even though it might spoil some people because these things are more fun. So some high class fishing going on here. Save that because I don't know where it saves these images to, considering this is an emulator. The name needs work. The name needs work. Yeah, that's Big Face. I don't think I need to tell you why. Everyone thinks I've been away because I haven't been talking to people. This is Stone Cold. Stone Cold. There haven't. I don't have any good ideas. Please give me ideas for new islanders. I am. I'm struggling to come up with ideas, and no one's having kids.
I am doing well.
Apparently, Baymax is doing well, and you might notice a lot of hamster costumes. The game kept giving me hamster costumes, and people keep asking for outfits, and I don't know what to give them, so they're getting hamster costumes. Apparently, Baymax and Stone Cold are best friends. You probably could have seen that on the last screen, but I wasn't paying attention.
I wanna be friends with Ellie forever.
Cool and good. Oh no, Roman seemed to lose in that Wii U game with Taka and Baymax. This game is weird. We've kind of already talked about Jesus enough because, as we said, dating Georgia, best friends with myself. But I feel like we should mention that it's Disco Jesus, and Disco Jesus has a problem.
I'm starving.
Disco Jesus is starving. Uh, give him some paella. Why not? Jesus liked the paella. It's now his. It's now ranked number 2 in his likes. It's no cheeseburger though. Apparently Jesus really likes cheeseburgers.
Has it been a week already? ChAoS is lookalike.
I don't know. I don't keep track of time. Um, you might notice a theme, but this is now my first D&D character. This is the first one I actually played. This is Kaz. They well, they were a barbarian. If they ever make a return, I'm gonna change that barbarian level to a monk level, and I do have a decent story as to how that happens. That's not important. When did Kaz become best friends with Top Hat? Like I knew they were going out with Roman, but when did they become best friends with Top Hat? It's a real weird pairing.
I'm really glad that James is on this island too.
Apparently, Kaz is a fan of James. There you go. You got one, James. I guess two. Both of them are my D&D characters. What does that say? As I mentioned, apparently Lee is Dan's best friend now, and I guess Lee's visiting Dan and Raven at their home. But again, to keep things in the format, get him to run into his arcade.
Have you been on a holiday or something? ChAoS is lookalike.
No, I'm just forgetful. Also, because there's not a lot that's been going on recently. Um, unfortunately. People keep rejecting each other, so that's not even progressing.
You have a really nice smile. ChAoS is lookalike.
Thank you, Lee. See, Lee's always out here bringing the positivity, and as we mentioned, apparently best friends with Dan. So that's fun.
Where have you been for a whole month? ChAoS is lookalike.
Wow, apparently I haven't talked to Santa Claus for a really long time. Santa, best friends with Mr. Bean, because of course, yeah, the Santa's holiday island of Chaos Island, I guess. I'm not gonna question it. You shouldn't either.
I think it'd be great if everyone on this island became friends.
I'm sure more would happen if that was the case.
It's been a while. Where have you been?
Here, still here. This is Bo 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 Bo. I've already explained the hamster costumes. Um,
You look hungry.
I'm always hungry. I'm also always tired. I have a lot of problems.
Can it really have been a month? ChAoS is lookalike.
I don't know. I don't have a sense of the passage of time. Also, I don't care. Anyway, there's this ninja, weirdly dressed in teal. He's been living in Mr. Bean's apartment for ages. I have no idea what's been going on with that.
I remember the funny joke that Molly told me.
Good. It must have been a real that must have left a real impact, I guess. This is increasingly falling apart as a format, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh no, we woke Roman Reigns from his nap.
Really have been a month. ChAoS is lookalike.
Okay, everyone's just reacting to the fact that I haven't talked to them in ages, and I feel called out. As we said, dating Kaz. Apparently best friends with Two-Faced, because I caved and copied a character from someone else's Tomodachi world. But Roman has a problem.
I think Stone Cold needs a special someone. How about setting them up with Two-Faced?
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
I have to get them to meet each other.
Roman Reigns sitting Stone Cold up with Two-Faced. This is certainly an interesting idea. Is Roman Reigns also head of matchmaking on top of being head of the table? It's not being very stealthy there, Roman.
Thank you for being with me today. Thank you too.
I think I've only ever got the just friends result from that, and
They didn't get on well together.
I think that's probably just I probably think that's probably the most accurate result from that thing is no, because you're not gonna just go. Like most of the time, you're probably not gonna just start going out off of that. I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. I have no experience on the matter. I'm so lonely.
I am amazed.
Sarcastic Raven is still here and still sarcastic. We've introduced you a couple times, as we've mentioned. Best friends with Big Face. Husband of Dan. No, wait. The other one. Dan is her husband. I know how words work.
I play with you nearly every day.
I don't know. I think I have seen you hang out before. But, still. You got, yes. I'm gonna choose to believe you because it's Raven. Don't feel like getting murdered today. John going back to his days in a band.
It's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? ChAoS's lookalike.
Stop calling me out. But John Constantine looks as miffed as oil ever. Best friend with a child. The young girl. I think he's trying to prevent something again. This joke is going to go over a lot of people's heads, but look up John Constantine. He's a very good DC character.
Moods are rising.
She's an empath. Just felt like I should explain that. Yeah, this is the D&D character that I said is super gay that's dating James. She I don't know. She's a rogue. She's a Soul Knight rogue if you care about D&D stuff. And yeah, she's an empath.
Would you like to dance?
Don't Not 100% sure how you think that's gonna work, Ali, but oh yeah, and she's a Kalishtar. Like every other instance, like when I can, and like I can do, I've been able to do it in Metopia, not in this. I invert I make it so she has either completely white eyes or black rings and white pupils. Yeah, 'cause I think it's cool affectation. Graham Stark's run through of Fallout 4 on loading ready, but like the LLR plays. Yes, that's the name of the series. LLR plays. Agatha Christie.
Got a cold.
Agatha Christie has a cold. Let's give him some medicine so you can actually see her face properly. I think I did an alright job on this. The One Punch Gran,
I think my fever's gone down.
after dealing with the apocalypse, retires to an island. Still going to punch the shit out of someone, I'm sure. The woman that started this episode rejecting me, Makoto Nijima from Persona 5.
To be honest, worrying endlessly is just a waste of time.
You say that, but like, as the preppy schoolgirl character, you worry a lot. That happens a lot in the story, so like I'm not complaining. She's I don't even know if I'd call her best girl, but she's up there. She's a good character. It's fun.
It's been 3 weeks, hasn't it?
Stop calling me out on this shit.
I get along really well with James.
Why is everyone's talking about James today? There you go. You got another one, James, and it's Sans Undertale.
AWW, our cute.
The text to speech really doesn't know how to handle certain things. Yes, it's Temmie. Yes, I gave Temmie a dog. I don't know what else to say. Yes, I put the two Undertale characters together. Deal with it.
It feels like so long since we last met. Chaos is looking
Stop calling me out. Feel so called out in this episode. Yes, Terezi. I haven't finished Homestuck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it. I think I should be able to still finish it because it's like it's not updating Flash. It still should run Flash. It's not supporting Flash, but Jill should run Flash. I don't know. I haven't tried. Yeah, I should finish reading Homestuck. Anyway, Terezi has a problem.
I want to be friends with you.
Terezi wants to be friends with Georgia.
What should I talk
That
about?
honestly sounds like a good idea. Something funny.
Thanks for the advice. I'll go and talk to her.
You do that. Yeah, I don't know what's happened as far as Terezi's outfit goes, and I wouldn't question it. Well, that went well.
We're friends now, thanks to you.
Wonderful. More social. I'm surprised it doesn't say that Terezi and Agatha are best friends, because I've seen them hang out a lot. Like, well, that's a fun pairing as well, isn't it? Terezi Pyrup and Agatha Fisty. They kick the shit out of people.
We finally meet again, ChAoS's lookalike.
The Great Baron Top Hat McMustache. Not currently wearing a top hat because he's undercover as a hamster, apparently. I've explained the hamster bit already. Yes. 1940s movie villain, Top Hat McMustache. Completely inspired by one Lego minifigure I saw that had a big version of it in when I went to Legoland once, and has become a recurring joke of a character of just being generic 1940s movie villain. Man in a suit, a top hat, and small twiddly mustache. And I threw in the affectation of the disguises and stuff because the current version does, I will admit, does have probably, I would probably say, has some inspiration from Robbie Rotten, and you know, his whole thing was disguises as well, so I feel like it all fits. Also, it gives me an excuse to give him more costumes whenever he asks for my outfits, because, you know, people ask for outfits all the fucking time, even though your fucking top hat mustache, you should be wearing a top hat and a suit at all times.
I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. ChAoS's lookalike.
Stop calling me out. This is Damien. Damien. Can't remember how we decided it was supposed to be pronounced. He is basically, he's a random character we made on Switch. Like, we got bored one day and started like taking random bases from, like, you know how the Switch has the start. You have the start from scratch. You can start from a base. So we did the start from base, randomized it, picked one that looked interesting, and then tweaked it a bit. And one of those that came out of that was Damien. Or Damien. Whatever. Apparently best friends with Sans. Vicky with 3 Ys, because, I don't know. We don't have a good sense of comedy here. I think was literally, we got the most of this face and added a handle, and added the big Hulk Hogan inspired horseshoe handlebar, whatever you call it, mustache. I haven't clicked this button in a while.
I'm always happy as long as I have a good book.
Well, good, because you have fucking 3 of them. Granted, they're all manuals for various things. Also, apparently best friends with Temmie. That's a thing.
It's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? ChAoS's lookalike.
Stop calling me out, damn it. Cinderfalls. It's the best looking of the Ruby Miis. Have I mentioned I haven't watched Ruby for at least 3 volumes now? Part of me wants to catch up, but part of me keeps hearing people say it got real bad.
I have to have things that nobody else has. That's my rule.
Well, it sounds evil, I suppose. She doesn't do much, and I don't even know if she's talked to anyone, never alone, like, obviously, you know, she doesn't have a best friend, especially someone I know. I don't even know if Cinder's talked to anyone yet. It's kind of a low. Maybe we need to add more villains. Maybe that's the problem. Suggestions for villains, please. Now we have Molly, the one of the 2 childs of Katie and Tinyface,
Come any closer.
who apparently is dreaming. What are they dreaming? They're falling. Onto a cheeseburger. Onto Jesus' favorite food. Or are they saved by Jesus' favorite food? Why did that end in a balloon? I feel like they should have ended it in a cheeseburger.
What?
Yes, because this is an emulated version.
So long since we last met.
Stop calling me out.
Lookalike.
Because it's an emulated version, I don't have any of the Street Pass stuff, obviously, so just gonna keep them all the kids on the island. I also think it's more fun that way.
The only person I would ever really trust is Elijah.
I'm glad you trust your brother. We'll get to them last. So I think we've mentioned them already at least once this video, but yes, it's Taka. It's Takahata. I tried to copy his VTuber model. I had to go with the hair down version because there wasn't any. There's not a lot of good hair up in the character creator, at least not in this version.
I'd like a new hat.
Taka wants a hat. What hat should we give Taka? I have a lot of options. I'm not going to go buy a hat, so I have slightly less options. What colors do I have in the hat with ears? Sure, you know what, Taka? Here, have a black hat with ears. That seems kind of fitting. Look at that, he liked it. And he leveled up. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I might do something with that.
Here, have this as a reward.
Ah, good. You replaced the cold medicine that Agatha used. It's a shame that I have so much cold medicine anyway.
It's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? ChAoS's lookalike.
Stop calling me out! Shinji Hirako, best character from Bleach. Fight me. Fucking fight me. Best character in Bleach. As we mentioned, when best friend's Tiny Face, at some point, don't know when that happened. This is the best outfit I could do for him at the moment. The hat's pretty accurate. The white suit's a bit. It's a bit.
I'm gonna start jogging with Makoto to get fit.
That would be an interesting pairing, actually. I kind of want to see that more than me and Makoto, to be fair. So maybe it isn't terrible.
Can it really have been a month? ChAoS's lookalike.
Stop calling me out. That's Roman's best friend, Two-Faced. As I mentioned, because I really started running out of my character ideas. To be fair, I didn't put this because of, I want to say, the Vine source Tomodachi. It's been a while since I watched these things.
When I get a 14-year-old, I only believe a good pass.
That's fair. I actually found it again on like a website full of me's and thought, fuck it, yeah, we'll create that because that's not difficult to replicate. Because I don't have like a camera on this either. Because again, emulator, so I can't exactly scan in QR codes, but I can get pretty close to recreating things that I see. I think I did a decent job here. Yeah, Two-Faced. Elijah already has a part-time job. What the hell?
I'm Elijah. I think that I have great self-control.
I haven't even opened him yet. Yeah, to be fair, he was only got to this point like a day or two ago. Yes, this is Elijah. This is the other child of Katie and Two-Face because they're apparently the only people having children, which is I want more weird combinations of characters.
I'd like to eat something sweet.
Of course, the first thing you ask me for is food. Fucking child. Consume donut. Child likes donut. Please stop closing your eyes. This look works really well until the eyes close, and for some weird reason the eye close are way bigger than the actual eyes.
You can scroll through a list by sliding through the items with your stylus.
Don't have a stylus. I'm playing on an emulator. I wasn't buying a 3DS just for this game. I'm not joking. To be fair, this is like this and like maybe the Persona Q games are the only thing I'd actually want a 3DS for. Maybe the Rhythm Heaven game, but that came out super late.
I want to be friends with Tata.
Yeah, so now I've introduced you to everyone.
Well, with him.
We'll just go and check all the things. Just
Thanks for the
yeah, be polite. Don't be a dick. That sounds like a good way of being friends with Taka. Yeah, now we've introduced everyone. Let's do some stuff around the island. Fill in some more problems and stuff that we've been given. Then we can wrap this video up, and you can get and this is sort of an idea of one of the things I intend to do for all of those streams. This and Slay the Spire every day, and then whatever else we decide to do.
We are not quite friends yet.
Ooh, a rare friend fail.
I got over my hiccups thanks to you.
You're welcome.
I'd like some new clothes. I'm thinking something flashy.
Something flashy. What's flashy? What is flashy? I don't have any of the pink ones. You're lucky. So that would I would have counted that as fleshy. But the gladiator armor pretty fleshy. Nah, the hero costume. There we go. That's fleshy. And you may be saying, no, you should have gone with the gladiator options. This is the type of things I can do with a Twitch chat. Y'all can have that influence if you're here live, which this is a pre-record, so obviously you won't be. But if you were, and if you could be, no, hang on, we need to finish the book collection with the actual book. There you go. Now you have all the books. Congratulations. John Constantine taking a nap. Dreaming of being a bobblehead on Bobobo and I think Tiny Face's dashboard. These dreams are real surreal.
What are we stopping for? What's going on? I'm pretty sure we should have taken it last turn. What turn? There wasn't one. That's great. Really great.
Well, this isn't concerning at all.
Look inside my head.
You know what? I'm going to. That is the best outcome that could have come from looking in John Constantine's head.
This is the sort of thing I think about.
I don't believe you.
Let's play together. Chaoses look alike.
Now Lee wants to play a game. Let's answer some questions, shall we?
Your first shadow. Whose shadow is this?
Ooh, who do we think it is? Who is it?
The correct answer is
I feel like this game's kind of easy.
it was two-faced. Your second shadow.
Suppose if you had a lot of normal people, it'd be easier.
Shadow is this. The correct answer is it was Shinji. And your final shadow. Whose shadow is this? The correct answer is it was Chi.
Good. A winner is me,
I brought
the
some.
small one. It's a piece of coral. Time to go get some bells. Oh, hey, we actually get to see some of the yoga cult. There you go. I didn't make it. I was expecting to see it because normally you see people like a massive, at least one big group of people. I've had like two groups of people at once. Because yeah, this is what happens when you give everyone a yoga manual. Is they start all doing yoga together. Anyway, Jesus has a people problem.
Hi. I heard that John wants to be friends. I should go and find out.
John Constantine is now friends with Jesus. That's it's an interesting combination. Do you know anything about John Constantine? It's not known as the Hellblazer for nothing. Yeah, John Constantine and Jesus are friends now.
Because we really hit it off.
Go figure. John Constantine has demon blood in him. Just feel like I should mention that. You know what? Jesus needs a beauty kit. Jesus needs to furnish himself up.
Here, have this as a reward.
Thank you very much, Jesus. I guess because they both have beauty kits now, they're doing makeup together. It's an interesting date. I wish the camera would pan so I can see what Jesus looks like.
Oh, hi.
Oh no, Shinji is sick.
My tummy doesn't feel too good.
Time to go get the other kind of medicine that I have way too much of. That worked.
I feel a lot better.
What a surprise, the medicine that is supposed to do a thing did a thing. Gift, I guess. You in the yoga cult? You are, good. What the hell would Shinji do? Let's give Shinji a phone. That's canon. Shinji has a phone. Dad is hanging out with Stone Cold on the observation tower. I think it makes way more sense to being an observation tower than just people on a random roof. Because in the Japanese version, it is just a roof and not an observation tower, and I feel like that just doesn't make as much sense. I think it's supposed to be a school roof, so I guess it makes the like school dating confession thing make more sense, but still, it's a bit weird. The amusement park, Kaz is sitting on a bench, and Peacock is riding the carousel. And from this image, that's all I can see. It looks like Kaz might be talking to someone, so I'm gonna back out and go back in and see if it gives me a better angle. Kaz is talking to Aluna. My D&D characters are conversing. How nice. More Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. He is sitting and reading a book. It's so incredibly interesting. Don't know how I made the girl with a mustache quite so boring. So yeah, that's your whistle stop tour of Chaos Island, or CHAOS Island, because again the text to speech breaks on some things. Thank you for watching. Do go. The link is always in the description to my Twitch, and that is why I'm showing this off, is because I will be doing this fairly regularly, probably daily. This and Slay the Spire daily, and then whatever else I feel like for the streams as we go through July, because I am setting, as I said, I set myself a challenge. If you haven't watched last week's video, go watch that video, as I'll talk into more detail about it. Yes, this has been me. This has been the island, and I will see you next time. Ta-ra.